Hello, my friend. Today is the next monster in the game, Monster Hunter Wilds. This time, it's a very scary and big spider-like monster. We will compete with Nerscylla. We will talk about what to expect from this giant and how to deal with it. Nerscylla physically resembles a real-life arachnid, but is much larger in size. Its body is mainly white, with dark blue and grey markings around its joints and orange hairs on its appendages and abdomen. Its front claws are a bright orange, whereas its other claws are a dark brown. Nerscylla is armed with 4 powerful legs and 2 claws, each one tipped with a formidable barbed hook, used for holding prey, as well as allowing it to grip onto many types of surfaces. At the tip of its abdomen is a large stinger it may use to attack. Sharp spikes formed from crystallized poison protrude from its back, as well as barbed spikes on its legs, which it uses to keep Gypceros hides draped over its back. In addition, it possesses a massive pair of retractable jaws and fangs which can inflict a venomous bite. It can produce a strong, sticky webbing that it uses to trap prey and build nests. Nerscylla is adaptable to different environments and capable of spinning a large amount of silk web very quickly. The silk it uses to swing itself across the air and to capture prey is very durable and sticky, so breaking free is difficult. Nerscylla ensnares its prey with the web, then reels them in to strike. The stinger at the tip of its abdomen contains a tranquilizing fluid that can cause the sleep status. In higher ranks, Nerscylla loses the ability to put hunters to sleep, but gains the deadly poison stat instead. Nerscylla found in the Forbidden Lands are known to release swarms of their young, known as Nerscylla hatchlings, at targets. Nerscylla weave nests of durable web in the sunken hollow. When they abandon their nest, they can be seen wandering in other areas, such as the primal forest and the everwood. They also appear in the Arctic winds of the ice shard cliffs. They are also known to nest near farming land, where livestock are found, and prey on them with the occasional and unfortunate farmer. Nerscylla appears the first time that you visit the ice shard cliffs to rescue the rather philosophical Linian Rove. Nerscylla, as one of only a few Temnocerans found in the game, is unique and has few counterparts. The monsters are fast, have a variety of attacks that can fool you, and they also host a number of different status ailments. It's difficult to keep up with them. The larger ones are also harder to hit with small weapons. Nerscylla has a lot of open areas to deal serious damage. Here's a brief overview. Weak point: retractable pincers. Fire is weaker than thunder if mantle has not yet been broken. The paralysis elemental ailment strengths: water, dragon, sleep. Thunder many parts to break the mantle. The best weapon damage is a combination of blunt weapons and severing weapons. Ranged weapons are the most effective for stingers. You can see that Nerscylla is not a single strategy. They have incredibly strong claws, and their mantle shields them against thunder. However, once the mantle is removed, fire becomes less dangerous. They also have a wide variety of different status effects, which can make it difficult to defend against them all. Their pincer attacks have a high chance of dealing massive damage. When it appears, it is highlighted as being a vulnerable point. This allows you to target it using focus attacks. Nerscylla can be a difficult one to prepare for, as there are so many things to take into consideration. You can use fire, thunder, or both to fight them. You can either try to smash the claws or attack the soft parts. It's better to focus on one aspect at a given time, rather than divide your efforts. Rompopolo's armor offers poison resistance through the pincers. Mixing both sets will give you a little protection against each, but the Rompopolo armor set offers even greater poison resistance. Nerscylla is able to move extremely quickly, even though they are huge. They can switch between their attacks instantly, and they can also reposition away from you using webs. It's the status effects of their attacks that you should be most concerned about. However, it is important to stay mobile to avoid its sudden attacks. Nerscylla is more mobile than Lalabarina and uses its webs to trap you. They are able to move much faster than expected, and are also relatively stationary when not using their webs. The stinger, pincers, and thorns are the most deadly attacks. However, the stinger can be easily avoided, while the pincers and thorns can both be dealt with very well by focus attacks. During the battle, I did not pay attention to the small spiders. They may have caused damage, but it was definitely not critical. Besides, during the battle, most of them died from my attacks. Try to focus on attacking and dodging Nerscylla. The most unpleasant is the spitting of spiderwebs, which makes you lose your attack tempo and break out of this web. In addition, at this time you are standing still and can take damage from the enemy without being able to dodge. So try to avoid these attacks as much as possible. Everything else is easy enough to handle. The main emphasis should be on improving the armor from previous monsters. In general, by the time I met Nerscylla, I had already developed my own tactics and behavior in any battle. I advise you to do the same and make small adjustments during the battle. If you like the game Monster Hunter Wilds and want to see more interesting videos of this game, subscribe to my channel. Also, like the video and I'll prepare a video of the next monster I meet in the game for you. If you have any questions about the game, leave a comment. We have a fairly well-developed community that will help you sort out the difficulties. I also recommend watching my previous video where I showed how I defeated Rompopolo. See you in Monster Hunter Wilds, my friend. There are still many different and interesting monsters ahead.